I'm here with Lorna from American Style Barn and White Kent Farmhouse, two film locations with Silverstein locations, and we are going to be snipping some lavender today.
We are. The lavender is in full bloom across the farm and it's a perfect time for cutting for bunches.
Perfect. Why did you become a film location owner?
Well, a lot of my background was in production, so I worked for a couple of different fashion weeks in the UK and over in Australia, and from that I saw the exterior and interior shoots and how they all work. And so then when I moved back to the family farm, it's the side of the business that we decided to promote a little bit more and support, not only by being really flexible, working with all the different crews in terms of what they're after, but planting particular crops that we knew would appeal.
Cool. It's also, I guess, like a great distance from London as well.
Absolutely. I think we're about 17 miles as a crow flies from Westminster Bridge. So for most people, it's under an hour to get here.
Yeah.
And technically, we're just outside the M25, which I think is a bonus. But a lot of people, a lot of crews go, oh, you're not inside the M25, I can't come.
But what are you expecting to get?
Exactly.
That's my question.
So we're quite happy to be just outside the M25 and you're immersed in complete countryside. You see here where it goes from green to brown. You want to be cutting it just a bit above. There. Okay.
Cool.
And then cut
Across
like that. So then pop that down on the ground and then take another little handful and cut the next bit.
How big is the farm?
In total, it's around about 1,200 acres. And across that, we don't just grow lavender. We only grow about 100 acres of lavender, but we've got all the arable crops, so wheat, oats, barley. We've got cattle for beef. We have got pumpkins, apples, hop vines, all the wildflowers, and then we've got a farm shop. We do all of our own honey and sort of produce in the farm shop as well. So there's a big variety and there's a lot of interest all year round, which is what's really nice. Creators don't necessarily know exactly what was in flower when. So you'll have people coming to you saying, oh, we're looking to film in the lavender in September. And I'll be like, guys, there's no lavender in September. But if you're after something which is tall or has got some movement or has got some colour, then we've got these other options that are available on the farm. So trying to help interpret them to achieve what they're looking to get.
Nice. Shall we get wrapping?
Right, so now grab them all together and make sure the bottom is all even.
Okay.
Yours is a little bit shorter than mine.
Yes.
So put them all together and then get your rubber band, get any little strays and make sure they're all down to the bottom. And then when you get lavender home, the important thing is you do not put it in water. So lavender likes dry conditions. So when you get home, you either take off the rubber band and open it up to a really generous vase so there's able to be some airflow around the base, or you could split this into 3 bunches, hang them upside down and they'll dry naturally in position, sort of in your bathroom or in your bedroom.
Nice. Tell me about the type of productions and shoots you get here in the wildflowers.
Well, the wildflowers, we've had quite a few magazine and fashion shoots in the wildflowers. We've worked with Selfridges, Net-a-Porter, Matches, Harper's Bazaar, lots of different different fashion crews. But actually, a lot of people don't necessarily come for the flowers. They just come for the green space and the countryside and the background and being able to look up onto the hills and not have any houses or electricity wires or poles in the way. It sort of totally immerses them in the countryside and gives a bit more flexibility.
Tell me about the horses as well.
Yes, horses is a big thing. I never knew this was a big thing.
When you said it, I was like, this is news to me too.
So we often do really early morning shoots with horses and their riders where they want to canter up and down the rows of lavender or walk their horses right into the wildflowers and get beautiful shots inside. And we always do those ones really early in the morning between about 6 and 9 a.m. because then you get the beautiful light just coming in over the wildflowers. The wildflowers look their best first thing in the morning and there's less bees so they don't annoy the horses at all.
That's a lovely fact, which I'd love to hear about as well.
So the barn has not only been used for set build for different things before, it's also the main production base when crews are here filming in the fields. So even if they're out filming, across the place, this is where they can have makeup, wardrobe, change rooms. This is where we have all catering delivered. We've got really good relationships with local caterers and we've got all the high-speed Wi-Fi down here and the crew toilets. This helps keep the crew happy on shoot day.
It's also a really aesthetic place and practical place in and of itself. Has it been used for shoots too?
Yes, it has. We've had windows blacked out and it's turned into a drug den before. We have had a supermarket come in and film their Christmas ad in here and have put the most incredible displays of fish, meat, vegetables, flowers in all the different bays. There's been a Channel 5 kids cooking program filmed in here where they had the kids trying and eating all the food and actually set up a little kitchen over in the bar area too. So yes, it's always fun to see what they make of it.
Yeah.